And is it a royal retaliation? Queen Elizabeth gave Prince Harry and Meghan a home, but there is a new king in town, and it seems he's got other plans. That story is next. The royal family never commented publicly about Prince Harry's tell-all book, Spare, but if actions speak louder than words, consider this. A spokesperson for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle officially confirming that they are being kicked out of their UK home on the grounds of Windsor Castle. The pair say they've been asked to vacate Frogmore Cottage, the 5-bedroom home that the Queen gifted them for their wedding. CNN royal commentator and historian Kate Williams is joining us now on this. Kate, for those who are not on the inside, from the outside, this kind of looks like retaliation after this tell-all period from both Harry and Meghan. What do you think it is?
Well, Abby, we did hear initially that the movements towards evicting Harry and Meghan from Frogmore Cottage happened not long after the publication of Spare back in January, and it certainly seems as if the King has made his decision that it's not their home anymore, and we understand they're unhappy about this. Sources have said they're distressed, that they consider it their house, and it looks like what the King is doing is really moving everyone around. So Prince Andrew, who is a disgraced member of the royal family, he has a very large property near Windsor Castle. It has a swimming pool, it's gigantic. It seems as if the King wants him to move into Frogmore Cottage, Harry and Meghan to move out, and someone to move into Royal Lodge, Andrew's home, possibly William and Kate, we don't know yet. But the royals have said, look, you know, Harry and Meghan can stay at Windsor Castle, but that's not the same. It's their home. So certainly, I think Charles is really getting tough here. That's what he's saying. And I think certainly people who are anti-Harry and Meghan have received this very well.
Yeah, and I think for those asking, is there a prospect of reconciliation for this family? It does seem to indicate that, at least from King Charles, he's moving in the opposite direction.
Well, there's been a lot of conversation. Will Harry and Meghan be invited to the coronation in May? I was convinced they would be. I think it would be a terrible mistake not to invite them. But certainly it seems as if Charles is saying you're invited to the coronation, but other parts perhaps you won't be invited to, and you aren't going to live in a royal property. And this really underlines how all these properties are owned by the monarch and they can give and take at will. And I think Harry and Meghan feel very strongly they loved it, they've got memories there, but also they suffered for it, because let's not forget in the British press and press all over the world how much they were criticised for the 2.4 million that was spent on this property to renovate it. It was Crown money spent on a Crown property. It happens to all the Crown properties. They're all renovated with this amount of money, but for Harry and Meghan's they were criticised, and now they suffered for that, and now they've lost it. It's been taken from them.
And I have to ask you about the Prince Andrew of it all. He is facing so many scandals. Do you think it's wise to have the optics of that, to move Harry and Meghan out for speaking out and move Prince Andrew in?
I think that Charles wants Andrew out of the royal fold. He wants him out of this giant royal lodge. We understand that Andrew does not want to move. He is going to resist this. He does not want to go to Frogmore Cottage. I presume, Andrew he's so very grand, he thinks it's probably below him to go there. And the optics are that Andrew gets Frogmore, which was Harry and Meghan's home, and someone else gets Royal Lodge. I think certainly that the King is trying to find a way of getting Andrew out of the big houses, but doesn't want to have him out of Windsor entirely, because he is such a loose cannon. He doesn't want him living on his own in London, which could be even more chaotic.
Yeah, I mean, I think it seems very much to be seen by the royal family as a demotion for Andrew, getting him out of this massive grand house, as you described it, and into something a little bit more quaint, if you can call it that. But Kate Williams, thank you very much for all of that.